is Lynette Bledsoe from LynetteBledsoe.com, and today we're going to talk about how to use the sample pack approach for your Avon business and how to find vendor events so you can set up and give out as much information as you can. So stay tuned. So welcome back. We get this email all the time, and that's why I decided to do a video. We get emails all the time of how do we approach new people, and how do we find locations to set up with our team. And our team is national, so I'm going to give you guys a resource that you guys can use no matter what state you live in. You can find a local vendor event in your area. So that's the source that we use. But first I'm going to talk about what we use. So using the sample pack approach, so if this is your first day in Avon, it doesn't matter if this is your first day, you've been with Avon for 30 years, whatever, you can still use this approach when you're approaching new people. And there's two ways that we use our sample packs in our team, Team Destiny. So there's two ways that we've talked about, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but I don't mind sharing it again. What we do is, there's two things that you can do. If you have business cards, what you can do is take your business card and staple a sample to the back of that card, and you can give that out as you talk to people, as you go out about your day and approaching new prospects. But then there's another thing, which is a sample pack, which our sample packs, you can put them in a goodie bag, and it just makes it more I guess nicer when you're giving it to someone. They'll probably take that more so if it's a plain Ziploc bag or something like that. But another leader in our company actually shared this tip, so I don't know how long this is going to be available, but you can probably go throughout the years and find different sales. But what I found was in the dollar store today, they had these little, they call it treat bags. There's 40 bags for $1. So my husband's going to kill me, but I bought the whole every bag that they had at the store, and what it is they have lipstick. So we can use that, even though the Dollar Tree is using this for Valentine's Day, I can use this throughout the year. So I have more than 200 bags here, so that'll last me for a couple of months, or as many sample packs as I give out about my day. But what we do, what's in here is what's important. What's in here is actually a mini flyer, and as an Avon rep, you'll get a bunch of these flyers in your order, and it can be an outlet, it can be expired. I don't care. I use everything that's in my order, even if it's expired, because you can update that customer with a new brochure, give them 2 samples, and a mini recruiting flyer. Plus, I forgot to leave this out, we also put a fundraiser to see if we can get a fundraiser. And all these flyers that I'm showing you today are in our motivation group, so make sure, if you're not in there, make sure to add yourself on Facebook. It's called Motivation and Inspiration for Leadership Representatives. And you don't have to be a leadership representative in order to add yourself, you just have to be an Avon rep. So as long as you give us your Avon website, if we ask for it, you're more than welcome to add yourself, add your team, or add all your Facebook friends from Avon onto that group. Now anyway, as we're going about our day, we, if I have a nice waitress that Gary and I are eating breakfast at, if I like her, and I only approach people who seem approachable. I don't approach people who are meanies or have a bad day. There's no reason, I don't want to deal with people like that on my team. But if they seem approachable, I'll say, hey, you offer this great service. Can I give you this? And then, depending on her reaction, we'll get her name and information to contact her later. But the thing that I think most of us are lacking is what we've been starting to do is we say, are you on Facebook? And we take our phones and say, what's your name on Facebook so I can add you now? So even if that person doesn't sign up with you or doesn't purchase from you at that point, she's going to see every time you post about Avon on Facebook. So she may not sign up with you a month from now. Maybe she'll sign up with you a year from now. We've had that many times, and that's why our team is throughout the United States and so large. We have so many leaders throughout the United States because maybe they didn't join us at the moment that they came to my site, but they liked the way that Gary and I worked the business with our team, and maybe they joined us a year later or 2 years later. We've had that happen with us many, many times. Now, as far as the table events, you've seen other leaders give you advice for this. What we've told our team is because we can't actually physically be there to do a table event with all of them. I wish we could fly across the United States. Probably one day we will, but at this point we can't do that right now. But what we've told them to do is see if they know, or on Facebook, you use social media, whatever you have. Maybe sometimes you don't think about what you have until you really think about who you know. Maybe you know a beauty salon person who will let you set up shop in front of her store. Avon is linked at this point of this video. Avon is linked with Sprint stores. You can see if Sprint gives Avon reps a discount. See if any of the local Sprint stores will allow you to set up shop in front of there. Any business owners that you know in your area, it can be whatever, and just let them know. Maybe they won't let you set up thinking that you're going to sell, but let them know that you're just going to give out information. All you're doing is giving out information, and that could be giving out information for Avon's Domestic Violence Foundation or their Breast Cancer Foundation. You can just give out that and have a ton. You see, I have a ton. I actually have more, but I just took out a couple. I have a ton of sample packs ready. So whenever I'm set up at any time, we have our set ready, and you're giving this out at your table events. Now, let's say you're not even sure of how to do that. Sometimes your local papers share that information too. When we were in New York, there was a paper called the Penny Saver. I know the Penny Saver is very big, a big paper throughout the United States. Check the Penny Saver to see if they have any events looking for vendors. Check any paper that's local, any of the free papers in your area. They usually have free vendor events. Churches have free events. They usually have bazaars. There's usually Valentine's. We're near Valentine's. There's usually a Valentine's event. But the best resource that we've used for our team when they're looking for a local event and we can't physically find one for them is there's two websites. They kind of link to the same location. One is called eventlister.com and the other one is called craftfinder.com. Either one of those sites go to the same location. Now this website is going to ask you to, in order to receive the full information, you have to register for a $1 membership. I have never done it, but I've used this site all the time. All you can do is see the dates that are available on that site, Google that same location, and that school or whatever church or whoever's holding that event has that same information on their website. So you don't have to pay for the membership. They just have the dates that these events are taking place. And if you're a leader and you need to find a location for a rep, have them go to that site. It's free. You don't have to pay for the membership, but remember it's eventlister.com and craftfinder.com to find your local event. So I hope that helped you. Have a lot of work to do, so I'm going to go ahead and get my sample packs ready, and we'll see you in the next video.